Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about landing page builders. Basically, the second most important tool in affiliate marketing after your autoresponder. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to talk about 3 different landing page builders that you could use in your affiliate marketing business, and I'm going to talk about each one of them. Explain the pros and cons with each, and where you can use them, and what you can use them for, and everything pretty much there is to know about your different options. Now, keep in mind that there are hundreds of different tools that you could just use. These are 3 tools that I know, and 3 tools that are very popular, and they've proven to function very, very good. So that's why I'm talking about these 3 tools. Okay. Otherwise, you can just do a Google search and you can find hundreds of different tools that you could use to build landing pages with. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with one of my most favorite ones, and we're going to go from there. Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is Thrive Themes. Now, this is Thrive Themes Architect. Now, this is a plugin that basically is going to allow you to build landing pages on WordPress. Now, this is a little bit different with what you get on other online landing page builders, because in order to actually use this plugin, you need to have a WordPress website. Okay, so there are a couple of things. First of all, let's actually take a look at the pricing. I think it's I don't remember how much I bought this for, because I use this for multiple sites, but not always. I think it's $97. And the cool thing is actually it also integrates with a bunch of tools, so that's cool, and it's very nice. It's really newbie friendly, especially if you're new to this whole thing. So you can get a single license for $67 right now, and that is on one website. So you got to consider this. Okay, so because if you just use an online tool like ClickFunnels or LeadPages, we're going to talk about those options in a minute. But you could use those on unlimited domains, but this one only can be installed on one. So you gotta see what works based on your budget and what you're trying to achieve. So 5 websites, 97. I think this is a better deal. I think I got this, and 15 would be 147. So that's how it goes on and on. Let me actually bring up my video again. I'll get to talk about this. So what's good with this one? So why this is a good option? If you're starting out, I think this would be a good option, because you're not gonna have a monthly payment. At the same time, this depends on your business strategy. That's why it's kind of hard to talk about these things, because based on what you're trying to do, what kind of campaigns you're building, you might want to build a whole website on a landing page builder and use it in multiple domains and all that stuff. So based on that, because of that, you gotta be careful and watch out. And basically, you gotta make these decisions based on what you're trying to build. That's why it's important to figure out what you want to do before you actually choose one of these tools. Okay, so let me explain what I use this for. So I use this for standalone sites that require a little bit of they're mixed with a bunch of other codes. For example, I use it on my own personal website, seanbakery.com, to build landing pages, because that's a standalone site. I just want to have it, and then because I have code on the page. To close this, if you're starting up, I think Thrive Theme is the Architect plugin by Thrive Themes is a great option. Okay. I actually talk about this inside Gold Masterclass too. I'm going to leave a link in the description. You can check it out. That's where you learn to actually build a business. We're just talking about tools here. So this is a good option if you're starting up, but not the best thing you can do. Okay, so the reason actually this is not the best option, it's a good option but not the greatest you can get, is because of what I'm actually about to explain in the next one. This is LeadPages. Okay, so LeadPages is basically the same thing, but a lot of other cool stuff that comes with it, which is much more it's much better. Okay, but the only downside, if you have a budget, if you're on a budget, is that you're gonna pay it monthly, or if you could do annually, you're gonna pay annually. Okay, so I think the monthly is gonna cost $67. Let's take a look at the pricing. I can't find the pricing. Never mind. Anyway, let's see. There you go. So the monthly is gonna cost 37 or 67, depends on your plan. So if you go annual, you're gonna pay $25 a month, but you gotta pay a year. Or you can go with Pro or Advanced. If you're starting up, again, if you're brand new, I'm assuming you are. If you're watching this video, you gotta go with standard. That would be the best option. Or you can go monthly, which is gonna cost $37, or for Pro, which is $97. Pro just has some more options, which I don't think you're gonna use. Okay, for example, they have like just a better support, A/B testing. You could, if the only good thing that Pro is gonna give you is the A/B testing, which you can actually just do it by yourself in standard. You can just use a link rotator like ClickMeter and just do an A/B testing. You don't even need really. You don't need Pro for that. Okay, so you can just save money in there. So that's that. The rest are just options you're not gonna use. So that's it. Now, what's the upside and downside with LeadPages? Okay, let's talk about that. So the downside, if you're on a budget, is that you're gonna pay monthly. Okay, if you're okay with that, the good thing, the upside with LeadPages is that you can build a page in there and use them on multiple sites. You could use it on multiple WordPress sites, so you're not bound to one domain. Okay, like Thrive Architect, where you can just use the plugin on one, and then you have to pay more to use it on multiple sites. This way, you can just use it on any site you want, pretty much. Okay, so that's the upside. And the cool thing with LeadPages is that it's much more established, and they have a bunch of cool templates. That's what I really like about them. And also they just they have a better system. Now there's one thing, when I was, because we're at the point in my business where I have all of them at the same time, and we're just kind of moving around. One thing we use Thrive, for one thing we use LeadPages, for one thing we like some other thing we use ClickFunnels. So what I really like about LeadPages is that I couldn't see in Thrive Architect was the pop-up option. So let me actually show you one. Let me see what I can find. Okay, so let me close this. So this is an example of a landing page that you can build with Thrive. Yeah, it's really simple, right? It's just a simple landing page. Let me actually see if I can find anything. Something like this. Okay, so one problem I talked to their support, and they say they're gonna have an update for that soon. But one problem they had was that they didn't have pop-up buttons. Now this is a big conversion rate issue that you don't get on Thrive. So let me explain what is this. So let's see. So what I'm trying to talk about is this button where when someone presses to enter their email, like this. So this is really important, because on Thrive you basically have to show the name and email right here, like on the page. But on LeadPages and also ClickFunnels, they give you the options to just hide this, and when someone wants to take action and they see this form, it just pops up. Okay, so this is something you don't get on Thrive, and it's a deal breaker. And I think they're in the middle of actually adding that feature, but who knows when that's going to be added. So so that's one thing that I think is just really not that kind of hurts the Architect. Otherwise, that would be that Architect would be just the perfect plugin for me. So yeah, this is another thing. Now other advanced stuff that you get on LeadPages, like setting up payment pages. You can just charge people. You can integrate like Infusionsoft, Stripe, Authorize.net, all of these merchant accounts to just get people's information, credit card information, for purchases, online purchases, basically. So that's another thing you get on LeadPages, which is not possible on Thrive. That's just not even included. Not if they don't even talk about it in Thrive Architect, because Thrive is just simply a landing page builder, not a payment page or something like that, a payment gateway or anything like that, or even they don't even build landing pages for payment gateways. So so yeah, that's one thing. In case if you want to charge people on your site for some reason, LeadPages is another option to go. Now, as we move forward, we get to ClickFunnels. This is the more advanced option, and this is going to cost you a little bit more. They have a $97 option, and they have a $297 option. I think. I used to have the $297. I don't use it that much, so I think I downgraded to $97. I'm just trying to find the pricing. They hide their pricing for some reason. It's fine. I think they haven't changed the pricing. It's ClickFunnels pricing. There you go. So this is like a cool, comparison between two 97, 37 LeadPages and ClickFunnels. So let's see. So yeah, so as I said, 297, 97. They have different options. If you're starting up, if you want to go the ClickFunnels way, I'm going to talk about ClickFunnels in a minute. But if you want to go the ClickFunnels way, 97 option, $97 a month is just good enough. You don't really need more than that. So the only ClickFunnels is really cool because it gives you a lot of things in one place. So it's less headache, basically. Okay, so let me explain what I mean. So ClickFunnels gives you pretty much all features that you get inside LeadPages. It gives you a really nice landing page builder, and also you could use these landing pages on any domain that you want, and they give you a free SSL on every domain. So that's really cool. So yeah, all of that stuff, all of this cool, nice stuff that you get, and also you can build payment pages, everything that you can imagine, you can pretty much build it with ClickFunnels. That's really nice. That's really amazing. And the $97 option actually comes with A/B testing. That was a paid option in LeadPages, if you remember. Okay, so that was that. You got all the integrations, the pop-up, click opt-in. Advanced funnels, all the options. Even they give you member site option. Okay, so you can build member-based sites. So if you're selling a product and you want people to go to a member area after they purchase product, you could just go with ClickFunnels like that. Okay, so it's really cool. They give you a bunch of options, especially Actionetics. That's another that comes with the $297 option, the backpack and Actionetics. It's email marketing and affiliate marketing. So you basically add an affiliate program to your site. That's really cool. Anyway, so yeah, this is the difference. But I didn't even talk about it. So as I said, ClickFunnels gives you a lot of nice things. It's pretty much everything you'll ever need, when it comes to building landing pages. But there's one downside, especially with the $97 option. I mean, the $297, if you could afford the $297, you're good to go. I would definitely recommend ClickFunnels. Just definitely go with ClickFunnels. And the funny thing is, the $297 option used to have this limit, but they don't have it anymore. And that is the number of funnels and pages limit. So with the $97 option, this is, I think, the option most of people are going to start with if you're starting up. The $97 option is going to give you the options 20 funnels and 100 pages, okay, and 20,000 visitors. Now this is, I don't imagine this one's going to be an issue for you if you're a complete beginner, but the number of pages and funnels might be an issue. Okay, might be an issue. That's a limit. That is kind of ugly. I don't like it because I don't even know why they're limited to that number. Because I have more than 20 funnels in my LeadPages account, and that's really unfortunate that they're limited. They're limiting everything to 20 funnels, and that's one of the downsides of the $97 option of LeadPages. I mean the ClickFunnels, and the thing is, actually they used to have a limit for the $297 option too. Okay, but I think they removed that limit. But if you could, so here's my recommendation: if you could afford the $297 a month option, that's a ClickFunnels is definitely your choice because it gives you the unlimited domains too. So you could pretty much build anything you want with ClickFunnels. Okay, it's just absolutely amazing. That's the way to go if you could afford the $297 a month. If you want to go with cheaper ways, if you have like a medium budget, I would definitely go with the LeadPages. Okay, LeadPages, that would be a good option if you have a medium budget, because you're not gonna have to, you don't have to buy a new license for Thrive Architect, and whenever you build a new site, that's a really bummer. That's a big bummer. I don't like that. So that's that. Okay, but if you're on a really tight budget, you could definitely go with Thrive Architect. Okay, so yeah, that's my recommendation here. Alright guys, let me know if you have any questions about this. I hope this video was helpful. There's a lot of features in these different tools that it's kind of hard to really pinpoint what is going to be best for your situation. So you gotta basically go with your budget, based on your budget and whatever works for you. Okay, again, if you have a high budget, you can definitely go with the $297 option on ClickFunnels. If you have like a medium size budget, I would recommend LeadPages, the monthly option. And if you're on a tight budget, you could go with the Thrive Architect. I would recommend the 5 license option. This way you're not limited to just one site. Okay, so that would be the ideal spot. Alright, so I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Share it with your friends, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Also, I'm going to leave a link in the description that's going to take you to the Gold Masterclass. If you want to learn affiliate marketing in detail, step by step, we talk about building these pages, how to build them, what's the structure. Like I'm actually going to give you templates also, and templates to high converting pages inside Gold Masterclass. I'm going to explain how you actually sell a product, what it takes to actually make a sale online, what process you have to send your leads through to actually get them to buy your products, and all that stuff. Pretty much everything there is to know about starting an online business and making commissions online inside Gold Masterclass. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Check it out for yourself. Let me know what you think about this video by leaving a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.